What is going on, YouTube? All right, this is going to be part 3 of my quick baseball history facts. And today we're going to be talking about what is considered to be the true first ever baseball card. You know, a lot of people believe it's the 1869 Peck and Snyder Cincinnati Red Stockings. But it's very debatable. This is a topic that you hear a lot in the hobby. What is the first true baseball card? Well, there are also a lot of people that believe it is the 1863 Jordan and Company card set. So I'm going to show you those cards and give you a little history about it. And this is what the 1863 Jordan and Company card set looks like. So we have the photograph of the player on the front, and on the back it says admit bear to the St. George's Cricket Ground. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, September 16th, 17th, and 18th. Now obviously this text and the name up here have been added. That wasn't original, but look, we have Harry Wright in this set. Hall of Famer. You know, the godfather of professional baseball. And you also have his father, Sam Wright, some other players. Now, if you notice, you know, and this is where some of the debate comes from. If you look, everybody is holding a cricket bat. Nobody in any of these images is holding a baseball bat. So some people will say, oh, no, that's not the first baseball card. Those guys are cricket players. But you see how there's 3 different games. So far to my knowledge, 2 of these events were cricket games, and one of them was a baseball game. So technically, they were baseball players as well. So you could say, because there's an image of a baseball player and advertising on the back, that these are the first set of baseball cards. There's also the argument, well, those aren't baseball cards, those are tickets. They were tickets to the event, but they could still be qualified as a baseball card. So, you know, it's up to the collector, but I'd say there's definitely enough to say that you could consider this the first set ever in the history of baseball card collecting. Okay, now, there's another discussion that goes along in the hobby of, do you consider CDVs baseball cards? So for those of you who don't know what a CDV is, back in the 1800s, what they would do is they would mount a photographic image of a person onto like a cardboard backing and make a card out of it. Now this would be anybody from President of the United States to just your average Joe. But people would get these cards and they would either frame them or they would put them on the mantle or something if it was somebody, whether it was a family member or somebody they idolized. But they did this with baseball players as well. Now, back from the era I'm going to talk about, this is before there were actually professional teams. Back then, there were just these, you know, little independent teams out there, these amateur teams. But one of the earliest sets, probably even the first set, was the 1866 Rock Island Wapellos. Now, that team was apparently at the time like the best team in the Midwest, the best baseball team. And there was a set put out that had 13 cards. The first image was a trophy case of the baseballs, because back then, they, you know, if they won an important game, a championship, for example, they would either paint the ball or bronze the game ball and, you know, write the teams that played and the score and whatnot. So there is one card that depicts trophy baseballs and then 12 other cards depicting the players on the team. Now, since this basically shows you the entire team, there's an argument that this could be considered the first set of baseball cards. And, you know, where we can say, well, the 1863 Jordan and Co., yeah, that was they played baseball game, but they also played cricket. Whereas the Wapellos just played baseball. So I will show you those cards. All right, so this is the 1866 Rock Island set. like I had mentioned previously, this is the card depicting the trophy game balls. You can see on the back, it's advertising the photographers, Rock Island, Illinois. So we have standing photos of players. We also have portraits. You can see they're all holding baseball bats and not holding cricket bats. So this is pretty cool, you know. So you're not going to find any Hall of Famers in this set. No big, big names or anything. But considering this is a team of baseball players, a lot of people will make the argument that this is the first true set of baseball cards. If you believe CDVs, are baseball cards. I mean, they do have an image of a player, and they are advertising the photographers. Very, very honestly, you could say this is the first true baseball card set. So I'll leave it up to you guys. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it'll get some discussion going. I want you guys to tell me in the comments what you believe is the first true baseball card. I would love to hear it. So that's going to be it for me. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.